Last time I explored the oil well basin, so naturally, it's time to continue to the Iceshard Cliffs. Iceshard Cliffs is relatively barren, so there might be times where I just walk around and don't really have anything to say. So at those times, I would just fast forward the footage for you, or just completely skip it, you know. Anyway, let's exit the tent and start. Right over there should be a Heatmantle Bug. I mean, it's literally on the screen, so yeah. It's basically the same like other mantle bug, but I wonder what is the heat emitting plant in their mantle. Oh, I mean, yeah, of course it's the hot pepper, literally right there. Anyway, let's eat it, or drink it, I guess. There should be a lot of creatures right here. Well, that's Nerscylla. I want to talk about Comaqchi first. Comaqchi is basically scorpion fly, but not really because they don't have a wing. In that aspect, it's like the snow scorpion fly, but snow scorpion fly themselves does not have the scorpion tail thingy. So it's like a hybrid, I guess. Their mouth is very Mecopteran. It's very similar to that, to those. Wait. Are there some of them on the walls? No, I don't think so. Wait, I cannot enter. Well, they're gone, I guess. Yep, can't see anything, so I guess we'll find them later. Oh, the Nerscylla is also gone. Let's read about Comaqchi, I guess. Right here. I guess it's just Bulakchi, but it's coma. It causes comatose, you know, like because they have coma sac, whatever. Oh, Hirabami is here. Let's talk about Hirabami. You know, when I first saw the... Wait, what was that? Switch Axe, I think? The pre-release showcase of weapons? I thought, oh, we're gonna get a Orchid Mantis monster. But no, it's actually Hirabami. Well, the Hirabamis are going somewhere. Let's check out their nest. This is the shed. Molting, yeah. You know, sometimes people are confused of what terms to use. Molting, shedding, or sloughing, or any other terms. And if you are confused or not sure, just use the word ecdysis. That's the scientific terms. Whether it's for ecdysozoa, like the insects molting, whether it's like a snake shedding its skin, and whatever, all of those are called ecdysis. Wait, what was that? That's Hirabami's sound, right? Oh, well, this is a really weird exploration video. Doesn't go as planned at all. But yeah, sure, let's talk about Gypceros, I guess. Wait, it's actually Gypceros, right? I often messed it up with the Japanese name, which is Gypceros. That's why I pronounce it with a hard G. Gypceros. But yeah, I guess it's Gypceros. Anyway, I might be wrong, but I think they completely remade the sound. Original Gypceros... Ow. Original Gypceros shrieks a lot. Oh, and I personally think the foggy area of this swamp in the old Monster Hunter, the PS2 one, amplifies the... How should I say it? Let's just say the mysteriousness of Gypceros. Because in that foggy map, the ice glowed brightly. Meanwhile, Monster Hunter Gypceros is, well, just like another monster basically. Perhaps a lot of people don't even realize that Gypceros' eyes glow. Still, what I like about Monster Hunter Wilds Gypceros is the fact that their crest becomes a weak point when they are flashing, emitting the light. Oh, and about its robbery element, in Monster Hunter PS2, it's definitely useful because they share the same habitat as Kezu. So yeah, I guess that's why they can survive the Windward Plains, because of their robbery height. Wait, what? Their crest can be wounded? I mean, it shows muscles on their crest, right? Right there, see? Well, it's broken now, but I mean, shouldn't their crest, isn't it mostly like crystal? Why would there be muscles right there? I don't know, it's whatever, I guess. Oh. Oh, nice, it's dead. Great. You know, one of the funniest thing that I've seen when Gypceros was confirmed is Monster Hunter veterans are like hyping Gypceros, People are like, oh, newbies are gonna be surprised when Gypceros are faking death. And then I think I saw a post saying, oh, if you see Gypceros laying down, definitely carve the body or whatever. It's basically like the oldies trying to prank the newbies. But what's funny to me is the fact that Gypceros is basically nothing in this game. In this game, Gypceros is nothing. It's like in Yu-Gi-Oh! When people are hyping Masterpiece coming back or any other cards and it does nothing. That's how I feel when people are hyping Gypceros. So yeah. I wonder if you need to carve it a specific way to be able to carve it, if that makes any sense. To bypass the robbery height. Just like you need to do something about silver skins in meat. But anyway, let's check if Comaqchi comes back. I don't think so though. Wait, that's Rafma, right? The goat? Yeah, I heard the lightning sound from Rafma. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Wait, where does it came from? Anyway, I was wondering, what is Rafma based on? Oh, and if you see the... Well, it's gone. Oh, there's another one. Where did it came from actually? Like, actually. Whatever. Oh, okay. Seriously though. Oh, wait. What? What? Did you see that? It literally spawns in front of me. What kind of magic is this? Wait, there is nothing above, right? Whatever, dude, let's just move on. Actually, there might literally be nothing right here. Because, well, Gore Magala is not here. Nor Arkveld. But yeah. Well, time to go back. Okay, let's talk about the map gimmick for a second. Lore-wise, the special thing about Iceshard Cliffs is gravity. Or the lack of gravity. They use the Wyvern technology to control gravity, right? So I thought, oh, the monsters here should be adapted to less gravity situation. For example, like those. Hirabami. At least I thought so. I thought, oh, they are floating because there is less gravity in Iceshard Cliffs. But actually, not really. Because If you find a Hirabami in the Wounded Hollow, right here, they could also float, like always. I mean, sure, they don't float like flying like that, like the one you are looking at right now, but... Okay, let me just show you. So, Hirabami's hood is not an entire mantle. There are holes, which is why if you rely on the updraft winds to float, it's not gonna be enough. For example, in comparison, Paolumu has an air sac, like an actual air sac, an enclosed air sac, which is why it's more plausible for them to be floating. Meanwhile, Hirabamis are not, like I explained earlier, which is why I thought, oh, the gravity should be a major factor of this behavior. But not really, because Hirabamis in Wounded Hollows also float. And if you think about it, there is basically no monster in Iceshard Cliffs that are adapted to the less gravity situation, you know? Which is why, for me personally, the concept of Iceshard Cliffs is not as good as the other 3 or even 4. So yeah. Well, let's take a look at Rafma. I think this is a female, or at least not an alpha. Let's see if it says anything about it. Yeah. So, it doesn't clarify whether females also have horns or not, but I think they do because all Rafma that we encountered have horns, right? There's no way there are no females among those, so yeah. I wonder why this one is stuck right here. Well, since neither Comaqchi and Hirabamis are here, let's just try looking for a Rafma herd. Or any other creatures. This is definitely way out of topic, but for me personally, this map doesn't feel like a Monster Hunter map. This map feels like a Soulsborne map, you know, like a Dark Souls map. Or even Elden Ring. I don't know how to explain it, but that's just how I feel. And it's a little bit unfortunate because... Wait. Oh yeah, there's Gawkie here. It's submerged in the snow. Let's wait until they resurface, I guess. Oh, actually, I didn't talk about it when I was talking about Mimifita, but there was a relatively famous fake group of animals. By fake, I mean... oh, wait. I'll talk about it later. What? Whoa. What is happening to my game? As I was saying, it was made by a person. Like an art, you know, of animal group that stands on their tail. And even on their nose. It's called... the nose one is called Rhinogradentia, I think. Gawkie looks like a rodent though. Oh, by the way, as far as I know, the only extant animals that have a tail strong enough to support their entire weight is the red kangaroo, I think. But they mostly tripod with their legs too, of course. I wonder... Gawkie is so chill, so... Are there no predators that attack Gawkie for whatever reason? Because... if they have some predators, they should at least be wary of... well, potential predators. Especially if they see hunters fighting large monsters, you know? But no, they just watch. Some animals in secluded areas do not have predators, so they do exhibit this behavior, but Gawkie is not in a secluded area. Oh wait, was that? Oh yeah, Curio Shell.
何でしょう。とても古いものですね。
Oh wait, is that a Hirabami? Yeah, it is. It's just chilling right there. Or it's stuck because my game is bugging out. Oh, finally, Comaqchi. Wait. Whoa. That's it. I'll do it later. Oh, it's paralyzed? Time to observe. The mouth part seems a little bit similar to Mecopterans, but not exactly. This one has long mandibles that can spread widely, while Mecopterans have mandibles that only spread towards the tip. Well, scorpion flies are mostly scavengers, but for Comaqchi, I guess it enables them to eat larger prey, whatever the prey is. Also, they really like to punch with their raptorial arms. That's kind of funny. Oh, their legs are bristled. Definitely helps with grip, but I wonder if it's functional in another way. Because, well, some arthropods can sense vibration with the bristles on their legs. I'm trying to get stung, but whatever. Actually, they inflict coma with their stinger, right? So, I wonder why that is. I mean, why do they evolve in such way? Do they prefer to eat prey that are still alive for some reason? Why though? That sounds like a very human-like approach. By human-like, I mean, well, a gourmand thingy. Oh, it's not even that potent. I am not put into sleep. Oh, and also, Bulakchi prefers to ambush their prey with number, right? I don't think Comaqchi does, because, well, first of all, there's not that much Comaqchi here, and one of them ambushed me alone. Their limbs are really long. Oh, they are still twitching. Oh, it's their mandibular pulp, I think. Interesting mouthparts anatomy. Well, not exactly anatomy, but yeah. I wonder what they eat, actually. Doesn't really say about that. Oh, it's Arkveld. That's overkill for Vespoids. But you do you, I guess. Okay, that's definitely overkill. Arkveld really hates insects. Yep. Oh, Rafma. Oh, Rafma hurt. Should be an alpha here. No? Okay. Oh, here they are. This one is alpha. It's always aggress. Wait, no. It's running away. Okay. Porkeplume. Why are this one under the snow? Porkeplume reminds me of the Polish chicken breed. Let's look at their info. Oh wait, are there any crakes? No. Okay. Let's go back to the Porkeplume. Doesn't really say anything interesting.
我慢しますね。
Let's pluck their crest. Why? Well, so we could observe the head better. Never mind. Oh, it's really fast. Let me see. Well, nothing interesting. So, yeah. Oh, this is Solanaria. It's definitely based on Planaria, but I wonder what the soul is, or so. Oh, by the way, it might be obvious, but real-life Planaria don't float like this. At first, I thought, oh, maybe this is the thing that is affected by the gravity. By the less gravity, I mean, but Solanaria also exists in Wyveria ruins. So, no. They just innately able to float like this. Maybe they are very, very light? Who knows? Okay, so if you watch my Scarlet Forest video, I did say you could basically place any forest or jungle monsters right there. But that's definitely not the case for Iceshard Cliffs. Especially Gammoth. Iceshard Cliffs is too cramped for Gammoth, which is unfortunate. Oh, Rafma heard. Actually, let's follow them. I'm kinda curious because they always run around. Like, literally. Okay. Oh, I see. That's how they suddenly appear. I guess Rafma is loosely based on the mountain goat. That's why Rafma have longer front legs to help them climb. Wait, what is happening here? Oh. Is it eating the Comaqchi? Oh, I don't have my Gillimantle. I guess I have to observe from far away. Wait. Wait, what? What? So, it is eating it alive, but it's still alive even after Comaqchi is finished eating. I am so confused, but whatever. Maybe Comaqchi is just... I don't even know what happened. Well, let's keep following them. Or not, because they are not moving. Or is this the finish line? Why though? Oh, no. They keep moving around. Let's see. I want to follow Rafma because Bristly Crake? Wait, is it Bristly or Downy? Anyway, the Crakes usually perch on their back. So I was wondering if perhaps they pick up Bristly Crakes somewhere, you know? I wonder why the Alpha Rafma is very aggressive. I mean, of course, it's trying to protect their herd, but I'm not even doing anything, you know? It is what it is, though. Not really good at fighting, definitely. I just walk around and it miss almost all the time. So, are they just going in a lap then? I wonder why though. Aside from game limitation, of course, but maybe they are playing? I don't know. I'm trying to spawn the crakes, but if they don't spawn, I'll just use an old clip. I do have several old clips of Downy Crakes. Huh? Oh, it's the bird from Monster Hunter World. Yeah. Yeah, Downy Crake. So they scatter away if they see a threat, right? I wonder where do they go? Kinda wanna try that. But first, let's take a couple of photos. It's kinda funny how Rafma is not even bothered by them perching on its head. If it's on its back, maybe it's fine, you know, but on the head? I'm gonna follow them. Why is it stuck like this? Oh, that's unfortunate.
ところどころ壁の内部も見えますね。でもよく見るとこれは
Are they heading anywhere specific?
まさか
Or no?
目が奪われる光景ですね。
Just circling around. Let's uncloak and let them scatter and follow them. Okay, it's chaseable, so we can observe them. When it returns to its nest, it's stuck. I thought it's going to return to its nest or something, but no. Speaking of nest, did you know that there is a Downy Crake nest in the new hub? It's quite surprising to see their adult, or maybe this is an anomaly. Who knows? Thank you, bird. Be happy with your family. Or whatever this is. Oh, Blango. Blango and Blangonga is a combination between mandrill and Japanese macaque, right? Or at least I think so. Gonna need to wait for Blangonga because it's not here. So let's hope it's here soon enough. Actually, so are Blango just females or is it non-alpha males? Let's see if Blangonga will be here soon. Oh, it should literally be right here? Or very soon, I guess. I'll just walk around while we wait. There it is. Wait, actually, where did it emerge from? This hole? Probably, yeah. Funnily enough, Blangonga was actually one of the wall in Monster Hunter Cross, the high rank hub quest. Blangonga was more aggressive, I think. Unless that's just because our movement is clunkier than in Monster Hunter Wilds, but I don't know. That's how I feel at least. Blangonga was way more aggressive in the older games. Gonna let it sleep and then observation time. Probably shouldn't be too close, so it will sleep. Okay, there you go. Oral check. Nothing special on their oral cavity. Let's do a dental formula check. Because why not? Okay, I think it's 2 incisivus, 1 caninus, 2 premolar, 2 molar for the upper teeth, and 2 for the mandibular teeth. Wait, is that the same as Ajaracon? I forgot. Both mandrill and Japanese macaque have 2123 dental formula, both for mandibular and maxillary teeth. But anyway, time to observe. After I clean up the blancos. Okay. It's harder to see now, but it's fine. Can't really see the hind part of their canine. I want to check the groove, but can't really do that. Oh, I can... Oh. Yeah. Wait, no, it's actually 2, 2, 2, 1, 3, not 2, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, that's a distinct third molar, the one that have extra cusp. Yeah, I'm sure it's 2, 2, 1, 3. Okay. For the maxillary teeth, it's 2, 1, 2, 3. So it's the same as Japanese macaque and mandrill. Okay. Wait, I just realized they only have 4 fingers. 4 digits. Or the last one is covered with snow. Yeah, they only have 4. That's quite unusual, even for the primates of Monster Hunter, I believe. Most real-life primates have 5 digits, 5 fingers. Aside from some of the New World monkey. I think the spider monkey and woolly spider monkey have 4. If I'm not mistaken. Let's read it out. Large tusk. Oh, by the way, alpha males of many real-life primates also have longer canine. Like a tusk, basically. If you're a man and you have short canine, You're probably a beta. I'm joking, by the way. Human males don't have longer canines. There's not really that much information here, so let's just move on. Maybe find another large monsters. Porkeplume. Ouch. Why? Never mind, I don't have any reason actually. And I couldn't even look at it. So, yeah. Just give me the item. Oh wait. Is this actually the first time I stumbled upon a Rime Beetle? Or did I just pass through it earlier? But I believe it says the same thing as the Bombardier Beetle. Yeah, basically. Rolling a snowball is more believable than rolling a bomb, though. I think I'm done with the middle layer, so let's just go to the bottom layer. The spider's nest, or spider's lair. Wait, where do I... Oh, right here. Is Rove here? Nope. He is safe for now. What monsters? Oh, the spawns. Nerscylla spawn? Or what's it called? What's kinda interesting for me about Nerscylla is the fact that they only has 6 legs. If you don't realize, spiders have 8 legs, by the way, not 6. Oh, by the way, if you are wondering why I'm pronouncing it Nerscylla, that's because, well, first of all, I am more familiar with Nerscylla because during the early day of Monster Hunter, global release is like a year after Japanese release or something like that. So I am more familiar with the Japanese name for a lot of the monsters. And also, the Greek monsters, wait, not plural. Greek monster is actually pronounced Scylla, not Scylla, not Scylla either. So yeah. But I believe the voice actors for the English dub pronounce it Nerscylla, right? Or Nerscylla? Nerscylla, I think. So yeah. But yeah, I'm just gonna pronounce it Nerscylla forever, basically. Oh, it's Nerscylla Hatchling. Right. Wait. I slay 116 of them. That's quite something. Well, let's see if I can find the adult Nerscylla. If not, then I'll just visit the nest for... Oh, well, there it is. Another funny thing about Nerscylla here is the fact that there is basically no lightning monster in this area. Nerscylla wears Gypceros hide to protect itself against electricity, right? The same with Gypceros, basically. It's adapted to fight electricity. Because in older game, both of them shares a habitat with Hezu. But there's no Hezu here. Only Rafma uses lightning in Iceshard cliffs. And I don't think they need to worry about Rafma. Alright. The weirdest thing about Nerscylla is definitely the Calycera, because it could elongate. I'm not sure about the mechanism of that. Maybe it has been talked about in the book. But yeah, if it's not obvious enough, real life spiders cannot do that. Wouldn't that be creepy if real life spiders can do that? Oh, observation time. It's kind of hard to see. But they have a lot of teeth. Or, I mean, teeth-like structure inside their mouth. Oh wait, maybe now I can finally see it clearly. Yeah, there's a lot of teeth-like structure inside the oral cavity. Which, well, real-life spiders definitely don't have that. Spiders don't even chew most of the time. They just secrete some fluids, like digestive fluids, and then suck their prey, quite literally. They don't chew. That's why you'll often see the remnants of small insects in spider's web. Oh, it's dead. I was gonna let it sleep and observe it in its nest, but I didn't even realize it's almost dead. Well, now it's dead, but yeah. No big deal, I'll just find another one later. Or just stitch a clip after this. But of course, before that, observation time. It has 8 eyes. Yeah, 8. Very interesting mouth parts. And don't really have much things to say, so maybe yeah, I'll just find another one. Let's just read about them first. Yeah, it does say the Gypceros hide make them thunder resistant. I mean the thunder element in the game. Thunder is just a sound after all. The electricity is lightning, not thunder, but yeah. Oh, actually, are there any dead Gypceros in the nest? I don't remember, but we'll see later. More hatchlings, spiderwebs, some man-made things, and here's the nest, I think. Yep. Oh, are those Gypceros? It's very dry, almost mummified. I think that is Gypceros. This is the beak, right? At least I think so. I mean, it checks out, and nice detail as always. So that's cool. What is this Blango doing right here? Where did it came from? quite something. Oh, this is the poison bristle. Or bristleized poison, I guess. Venom. Spikes. Yeah. Shear? Wait, is it not? It's Calycera then? Oh, it is Calycera. Okay. Well, let's see if we can find another one and let it sleep. Oh, there is another one, a tempered one. Yeah. Oh, classic fight. Good luck, Gypceros. Nope, never mind. And it's poison. It's fighting Rafma. Or I don't even know what it's doing, but yeah. Well, I guess the Gypceros hide is useful. Oh my god, it's paralyzed. Oh my god, the Gypceros hides really is useful. Imagine losing 1v1 to Rafma as a mage. Oh, hi Rove. Where's... oh, here you go. Okay, it's finally sleeping. Oh, by the way, have you ever wondered why spiders are not tangled by their own web? That's because some of their webs are actually not sticky. They basically just walk on those. And they usually just tiptoes basically. Their tarsus have bristles usually. And those are the ones that touches the silk, the string, the web. Well, now it is entangled. Because it's oh, it's dead. But yeah, they quote-unquote accidentally falls into the sticky webs. So yeah. Alright, time to find some Hirabami. Oh, by the way, did you know that Neru means sleep in Japanese? That's why its name is Neruskura, because it inflicts sleep. And Hirabami means, well, Hira is fluttering, and I think Bami is another way to read the kanji for hebi. And hebi means snake. It's basically fluttering snake. So yeah. The same kanji for snake can also be read as ja, by the way. So yeah. Kanji is difficult, definitely. Oh, they are right here. By the way, let's talk about mouth. Which is kind of funny because I've been focusing on a lot of mouth during these videos. But yeah. So, their mouth splits into 3 parts, right? Which is probably really weird for a vertebrate. If we compare it to real world, that is. But did you know that snakes' mandible are actually divided into 2 parts? The right and the left mandible is not fused. I'll just show you the picture. So there's like a gap between the right and left mandibles, and it is connected with elastic ligaments. It's not a fused bone. So yeah, them having this kind of mouth is actually not that outrageous. Jin Dahaad also have this kind of mouth. And they are both Leviathan. And also Balahara. Which probably means the ancestor of them all also have 3 parting mouths. Oh, and also, I like the fact that there are a lot of fluttering flags or cloth on the ceilings, which kinda camouflage the Hirabami. It's even pointed out in the story, right? That's cool. I like it a lot. Oh wait, I want to observe. Oh, there's a lot of really weird. I don't even know what that is. Papillae? Or teeth? I guess it's just papillae. Or some kind of tubercles protrusion on their oral cavity. Wonder what it's used for. Maybe for grinding food. I kinda wanna observe their scales, but I'll just do that after they are dead. They're... I don't even know what this is. The tail spikes looks really mechanical. By that I mean, it's like a machine. Doesn't feel like a biological thing. Funnily enough, you see these kind of structures a lot in Centipede boss monster in many games. So I'm quite used to it. Okay, I wanna see them sleeping. Let's let it escape. Oh, that's the comedy cliff. Wait, that's Blangonga. Please stop, just sleep. Well, go away, run away and sleep. Okay, so I might just skip to this part, but it just refused to sleep. It stays here, so yeah. Oh, it is teeth-like structure. Just like Balahara, basically. And yeah, its brother is still here. That means 2 more chance to see them sleeping. Oh, wait, it's dead. Well, all of the Hirabamis are gone, so I'll just find another one. It's fine, it's fine. But let's observe this one. I want to see the scale. Where is my binocular? Oh, here. Oh, they have a hook-like scales. Their scales is very keeled. Keeled scales can usually be found on Squamata that climbs, lizards and snakes that climbs trees. And yes, if you don't know, some snakes do climb trees. A lot of them actually. The rest is... The ventral scale is like the generic white snake scales, but yeah. The ventral lateral sides are hooked, very keeled. I wonder what these green patches is used for. What kind of display is this? They have 4 digits, I think. No, 5. Wait. I'm not even sure. Oh. Yeah, I think it's 5. Never mind. Well, let's see if... Oh, Jin Dahaad is here. I wanna finish the Hirabami first, and then Gore Magala, and then Jin Dahaad. But... there's no Hirabami, so... I'll just start a quest or something, and let it sleep. Okay, finally a sleeping Hirabami. Or at least I think it'll be sleeping. Please? Yep, it is sleeping. Their sleeping posture is kind of funny to me. It reminds me of Gigginox. So stiff. Actually, don't you think Gigginox fits in Iceshard Cliffs? And Hezu too. Yeah. Those two fits really well in this place. But anyway. Their head is kinda funny. It reminds me of Camellias. Oh. The dorsal scale is almost non-existent. Or at least it's not the typical squamata scales. It's not squamose, if that makes any sense. It's like a membrane, not scaly. Quite interesting. Meanwhile, the ventral is very scaly. And here is a Magala. It's standing in the Comaqchi cliff. One of the funnier things I find about Wild's Magala is their sound actually. I'm not sure how to describe that specific sound. Yeah. It's like they are shrieking while giggling at the same time. The sound it's making right now is the classic Magala sound. But yeah, there's that one funny giggling sound. Actually, now that I think about it, I don't really have anything to say about Gore Magala. Gore Magala is like an extreme case of speculative evolution. You know, when a fiction writer is trying to come up with an interesting creature for their world, and they try to make it biological, make it rational. So they're just like, oh yeah, a rabbit creature. But instead of rabies, it's virus. Which is fine, of course. It's not impossible, definitely. It's possible, but it's not plausible, if that makes any sense. It's very, very, very unlikely for a creature like this to exist. So I get it if some people don't like Gore Magala because of that. Some zoologists or whatever, you know. But me personally, I don't really care about the rationality of things in Monster Hunter. That might sound really weird coming from me, which always compares things to real world stuffs when I'm making this kind of video, but oh wait, Comedy Cliff! Anyway, so yeah, even though I always compare things with real world stuffs, I do that not for the sake of actual comparison. I do it mainly to educate viewers. Whether the monster makes any sense, whether it's not, I don't really care. It doesn't bring down my enjoyment of the game, you know? Which is nice for me, of course, but I know some people are not like me, which is kinda unfortunate, but it is what it is. Maybe it's just not for them, you know? So yeah, I hope they don't regret checking it out. Oh, by the way, one of my thoughts when I first saw Gore Magala in Monster Hunter Wilds is, why is it in Iceshard Cliffs? Like, what's its goal? Why specifically this area? Because if it is targeting quote-unquote strong monsters or quote-unquote interesting monsters, shouldn't it go to Wyveria Ruins? And if it is targeting the Dragon Torch, then, I mean, yeah, the same case, right? Or perhaps even go to the Oil Well Basin. So yeah, I'm not sure about that. Couldn't think of any reason actually. One of the interesting things about Gore Magala's description is, it says when their sensory capacity increases, antennae appear on their heads. What's confusing to me is, what do they mean by sensory capacity and how could it increase? Because they scatter their scales, their wing scales, so that they can detect it with their feelers or whatever. At first I thought, if there is too much scales, too much information basically, wouldn't raising the antennae be harmful for you? Like information overload? But perhaps that's literally the theme of the monster, Frenzy. And it got even more agitated because of the information overload? Maybe, but I don't know. I'm not sure about the sensory capacity phrase. It definitely looks agitated though. It's moving here and there. Oh, you can see the yellow thing on their broken antennae, broken feeler. And here too. I believe old Gore Magala shows more yellow scale when they are wounded. The yellow scale in Wilds Magala is very faint. At least I think so. Not completely sure. Do every wound have the same texture for every monster? I mean the game mechanic kind of wound. There are some traces of yellow scales. The item descriptions are just full of edge. I mean, it's fitting. And people who like Gore Magala are probably into edgy stuff. So it is what it is. Can't really get any information from this though. But it's whatever. Soon it's gonna be Inclemency. And that means Jin Dahaad. Let's talk about Jin Dahaad for a second. Well, I don't know how many seconds it will take, but out of the 4 Apex, or even out of all monsters in Monster Hunter Wilds, Jin Dahaad is my favorite monster. In fact, Jin Dahaad is my favorite monster from all Monster Hunter games. Well, let me revise. It's my favorite non-Elder Dragon monster. I still like Dire Miralis more than Jin Dahaad, but yeah. The thing about Jin Dahaad is it's very counterintuitive biology-wise. I'll talk about it later when we find it. Oh, by the way, the reason I'm standing right here is because sometimes Jin Dahaad will perch on one of the bridges or the area with Hirabami on it. And I personally think this is the easier outlook point to spot Jin Dahaad. That's why I'm standing right here. Wait, is that it? No, I don't think so, but actually, while I'm waiting, let me ask you a question, because I'm pretty sure some of you would know a lot more about physics than me. So, what's the correlation between gravity and snowstorm? Because they do say they affect the Iceshard cliffs' gravity, right? It's not like they are spawning rains, not like they are spawning fires, not like they're spawning lightnings. They just control gravity. So, why is the inclemency a snowstorm? What's the correlation? I have no idea. And should be here very, very soon. Right? Oh, it's right there. Yep, right there. Let's go there. Hi. I wonder what it's doing. Is it looking for a prey or... Oh, the teeth are very uneven. One of the interesting thing about Jin Dahaad for me is the fact that its eye is very dead. It's like the eye of a deep sea creature or the eye of a corpse. Actually, Jin Dahaad looks like a living corpse. I'll talk about it later when we can see the full body. Can't really see it here. I believe it'll just breathe ice while it's here. We need to knock it down and fight it in the arena. Oh, right. No one asked and no one probably care, but this theme right here, Jin Dahaad's first phase, is my favorite theme in Monster Hunter Wilds. I even made it my alarm, and it still is right now. I don't really need an alarm because I always wakes up before my alarm, but just a nice song to hear in the morning. I wake up at 4 AM by the way, most of the time at least. Alright, let's jump down into the arena. Well, I cannot really jump down, but yeah. Okay, so the reason why I said Jin Dahaad is counterintuitive biology-wise is... Well, first of all, yes, Polar animals or animals that lives in cold region are usually bigger. But bigger is not about the surface area. It's about the volume, the mass. While Jin Dahaad is long, it's very... I don't know the correct word is, but let's just say it's very skinny. It's like a walking skeleton covered with skin. It's like barely any muscles. Just look at that torso. It's like a skinny human. It doesn't look like a lizard, which is really weird for me. Where is the visceral mass? Which is why I said it looks like a corpse. Or a really weird mechanical thing. It doesn't look like a organic, natural animal, you know? And that's not even looking at these ridges. This heat panel or whatever. It's like a heatsink. Like a mechanical heatsink. It feels very man-made, but it shouldn't be man-made? I don't know. But it's a wonder though. I really like looking at it. I really like looking how it works. Because, yeah, every time it uses the freezing attack, any freezing attack, a part of its body freezes, but the tip of the panel heats up. You can see it glows orange. Well, you cannot see it right now, but yeah. You'll understand what I mean if you have fought Jin Dahaad before, and I'm pretty sure most of the people watching this video already fought it at least once. And I don't think there is a chance that you didn't notice at all. Oh, and also, after their panels got heated, it gets softened, so it's easier to hit. Like a weak spot. Oh, by the way, Jin is the Sanskrit for genie. And Dahaad is like howling or shrieking. It's basically a shrieking genie. And it shrieks a lot. True to its name. And the second and third part of the theme also have some shrieking noises. So yeah, like I said, it's my favorite non-Elder Dragon monsters. Even though it's not really biological, I still like it. I'm gonna die. Nope. Oh, by the way, the best part about the wound system for me is how they integrate the biological feels of the monster to the wound mechanic. I mean, well, no, not right now. Like, yeah, right there. For example, every time it uses the freezing attack, well, the big freezing attack at least, one of their body parts becomes weak. It's either its chest or its head, or the crest on its head, I mean. Same with Gypceros, for example. Every time it uses the flashing attack, because lore-wise, they need to knock the crest for it to glow. At those times, the crest becomes weakened, and you can wound it with the focus attack. So yeah, I am dead. Maybe I also got weakened when I try to explain things. Maybe I glow red if you press the left trigger and look at me while I'm explaining things. Oh, and also, I kinda wanna see the Nova from up close because I've never done that, and that'll be my second death. But it's whatever. Oh, here comes the Nova. So, all of its panel heats up and... oh. All of its body heats up actually. Yeah, and then it slams itself to the ground. And then everything freezes basically. Oh, and also I like the sound design of the panel because when it heats up, it makes sound. Including the Nova just now. I didn't talk about it because I'm trying to explain another thing, but yeah. Just listen to its panel when it's doing the Nova. It's quite interesting. I kinda wanna hear a physicist analyzing this creature, especially if their field is thermodynamics. Because I'm wondering, wouldn't this kind of creature affects the area as a whole? But I don't know. Oh, and also another thing that I would like to talk about is, okay, so Radau adapts to the lightning, right? Uthuda adapts to the heavy storm. Nuudra really loves the fire. But for the case of Jin Dahaad, I don't really see the connection between Jin Dahaad and gravity. I mean, I guess if the gravity is low, it's easier to have a big body, you know? Because you technically weight less, even though your mass is the same, if that makes any sense. But yeah, that's like one of my complaint about Jin Dahaad. It doesn't really have anything to do with gravity. And another thing that I don't like about how they execute Jin Dahaad is the fact that before we encounter Jin Dahaad, everyone is like, oh, there's a giant monsters down there, something like that. Rove said that, right? And then we encounter Jin Dahaad, and the game shows the name Jin Dahaad. Okay, you might think, oh, isn't that obvious? But no, not really. It's not like that for Nuudra. We knew it as the Black Flame and it just shows question marks. And I'm dead. Too much complaining. Oh, there is a spike on its palm. So maybe, well, they say they freeze the wall, so they stick to the walls, but maybe these spikes also helps them. Wait, no, or maybe this is a conduit to transfer the heat, so they could freeze the surface. Definitely one of the most interesting design. Alright, overall thought? Well, in terms of game design, like a map created for a game, the thing that I don't like about Iceshard Cliffs is the fact that it's too cramped, especially for a Monster Hunter game. Sometimes it gets annoying to fight, and if we're talking about what future monsters can we put right here, it's very limited. Well, not very, but okay, let me just be frank. There is no way you could put Gammoth in this area, right? It's too cramped for Gammoth. Even Jin Dahaad itself cannot roam this area. We need to hunt it in a special arena, which is kinda cool itself, but yeah, there is a positive and negative, for me at least. And the other complaint I have is, well, I've already said it numerous times, but yeah, there's basically no correlation between the lack of gravity and the creatures right here. The creatures are just creaturing like always. There is basically no adaptation specifically tailored to a low gravity area, you know? Even if there are some conceptually, but if we're looking at those monsters that exist in another area, it's like they're not affected at all. So yeah, it's like it's no big deal. But the thing is, gravity directly relates to atmospheric pressure, to say the least. That's just one example. Low gravity will definitely be a huge impact on the life. But yeah, like I said earlier, nothing is apparent. So yeah, that's what I don't like. The low biodiversity doesn't really bother me because, well, I wouldn't go to an icy area and expect there to be a lot of animals, you know? Because not a lot of animals can survive in the cold region in the first place. Extreme cold, that is. So yeah, that's my overall thought on the Iceshard Cliffs. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy whatever is enjoyable in this video. More importantly, hope you learn something new. Next week, I'll see you in the last area, Wyveria Ruins. So yeah, if you're still messing around after the title update 1, then hey, enjoy the title updates. I hope you like it. If not, then yeah, in general, enjoy Monster Hunter or enjoy whatever you are doing. At the very least, as always, enjoy your day. Definitely a Game of the Year material right here. I wonder, can someone comes up with an excuse for why Jin Dahaad is doing this? Maybe it's depressed.